Ladies and gentlemen, we're very pleased to welcome Eddie Chong from Haven. He's the CEO of Haven, and he is a person that is not a stranger to our channel. He has come and explained to us many times about insurance and so
Mm,
on. And
mm,
he brought with him a whole wealth of decades of insurance experience. And today, I brought him to our channel because of very interesting changes in the integrated shield plan landscape, and is the best person I know that is non-conflicted that can share
mm.
this with us. So before we start, how have you been, Eddie?
Hi, Mr. Lu. Hi, I've been good. Thank you very much. Thank you for the invite and hello to the 1M65 community. Yes, indeed, I've been in the industry for many years. I've been in the industry since 1990 something. All right. I've seen through the very old hospitalization plan called the MediShield plan, and then transit to integration plan and its current form. Yeah. Happy
Okay,
to
very good.
share my thoughts. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, I think we can deep dive straight into it. The new launch of the revamp of the integrated shield plan riders. I'll
Mm,
be frank with you, my whole head mong cha cha. Don't know what's going on. And when I ask a lot of people, they also mong cha cha because this thing is so complicated. Don't say we don't know what's the changes. We don't even know what was before. Okay, we only know that it's a hospitalization plan that all must have.
mm,
Okay, some riders, some plans, some private, some public. Wapiang, I cannot understand. Okay,
right.
and now we got changes. So change of a Mong Cha Cha still remains a Mong Cha Cha. So I really need your help to dechiminize the whole thing for us. Okay, this
Mm,
is just too complicated for uncle like me and maybe for all our fans. Okay, so I've asked around already, everybody Mong Cha Cha. So maybe an expert like you will help us dechiminize the whole thing. So
mm.
I'll ask you a series of questions, and I hope that you could help us to clarify all these changes.
Okay, sure.
All right. Okay. So first of all, okay, for the benefit of everybody at a baseline level, okay,
Mm.
please explain what is integrated shield plan with rider, okay, and what actually is this?
Okay, so for Singaporeans and PRs, you are compulsory to buy this MediShield Life.
Hmm.
So this MediShield Life is cannot escape. Okay, you need to buy it. Okay, it's compulsory. So this MediShield Life gives you coverage up to B2 C ward, subsidized wards in public hospitals. For those who want to have higher coverage, what they do is that they buy an integrated shield plan that sits on top of the MediShield Life. So this extra sitting on top actually gives you extra benefit for you to go to higher wards, B1, A ward, and private hospitals. Yeah. So there is this is it's integrated because they work together with the Medishield Life.
And and I understand there's some it doesn't cover all the basic integrated shield plan. So the basic hospitalization plan doesn't cover all.
Mm,
And that's why some insurance company introduce innovative solution
mm.
to help us cover the excess. Okay, I don't
Mm.
know whether I'm using the right language. Okay, the excess.
Deductibles, deductibles,
Yeah,
and co-insurance. Yeah.
correct. So that we have to come out if we didn't buy this thing called the rider. Maybe you can
Mm,
explain this part a little bit for me.
mm. So when you buy a integrated shield plan, uh, there are two components. Okay. So first of all, you have Medishield Life, right? Then
Hmm?
you buy integrated shield plan. We call this the base plan. It's like the main plan. All right. So and then there's this rider plan. It's this optional rider. So let's talk about base plan. The base plan actually allows you to get a coverage based on your ward type. So let's say if you are buying a ward government hospitals, then this integration plan is able to cover sufficiently most of the bills. All right. However, for an integration plan, you need to co-pay certain things. You can't get everything covered. Okay. If you buy just the base plan, you need to pay first of all the deductibles. The first 3,005 you must pay. If the bill is below
2005.
3,005 for a ward, you cannot claim. So anything above 3,005 you can start claiming.
Okay.
Okay, then above the deductibles, all right, there you also need to co-pay 10% of the bills.
So
So that is
3,005 plus 10% deductible. That one
that's
cannot
right.
siam, must pay. On the
But
base plan.
10% co-insurance. Yeah.
Base plan. Okay, that I
Mm.
understand now. Okay.
Okay. So this deductible and co-payment is actually your out-of-pocket expenses. That means these are what you need to pay lah, using your cash or MediSave. All right. But for some people, they feel that, well, I want to buy insurance to reduce this out of pocket even further. Okay, I don't want to pay the $3,000. I don't want to pay the 10%. I want to reduce the 10% of co-payment. So I buy a rider to reduce my out of pocket. So when I do that, I have peace of mind that okay, most of my bills are fully taken care
I
of.
don't even need to come out with single cent, that kind of thing. Right.
Almost like that, yes.
Almost like that, right? I see. And I was told that the rider can be as expensive, if not more expensive, than the integrated shield plan. Is that true?
That's true. That's true. Over the years, it has become so expensive that is as good as you're buying the base plan times two lah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I begin to understand a little bit more. Okay. So bottom line is that before the integrated shield plan, which are basic hospitalization plan that enables you to go above the MediShield plan,
Mm,
that covers B1 ward and A ward in public hospital or private hospital, you need to give a co-payment of 3,005 and 10% of the co-payment. So maybe
that's right.
this sum can come out to some substantial. So some insurance company innovatively come out with an idea to come out with this thing called a rider to
Mm,
cover this part as well. So most people, if you buy the rider, shock, don't
mm,
even anything happen, I won't even need to pay. Am I correct?
that's right.
Wonderful. Okay. So it sounds very good, right? I mean, people can afford, let them buy, go and buy lah. What's the problem?
Mm.
Why the government needs to come out with this new plan, make everybody mong cha cha?
The problem is that over the years, the premiums of the IP rider has gone up too much. All right. So the IP rider, the premiums over the last 4 5 years has been increasing about 17% every year. 17%,
1/7.
17%. It's higher than your pay raises. It's higher than your investment return.
Yeah.
So if this
Higher than S&P
continue,
500.
yeah, if this continue at 17% every year, we will run out of money to pay for it. Yeah.
People just don't buy lah.
Yeah,
I
that's the
don't.
option. Yes, that's
Yeah.
the option. Mm.
Okay, so basically the what you're saying is that the rider cost just went out of control for last few years, and that's where
Mm.
the government say cannot go on like that.
I think it's not the government say, but I think a lot of people on the ground have been complaining.
I
Okay,
see.
feedback, not sustainable, and I think government also try to address this issue.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Now I understand the problem is too expensive. How expensive are we talking about? You're saying let's say for I don't know, like people like myself, 50 years old, if I
Mm,
roughly speaking, I buy a IP plan
mm.
that can cover private hospital. I don't know
Mm.
how much I pay a year, probably $2,000, my guess.
I think if you're okay, I use my example, if you don't mind.
Sure, that's
Mine,
better.
I'm just slightly older than you.
I didn't want to review your age. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I know it because I've been paying this. So I'm 55 years old. Okay, so if my base plan, it costs me about 1,005,
1,005.
right now. But if
Up
I
to the private hospital.
buy hospital, yes.
Okay.
Then my rider, I buy the smaller rider. I didn't buy the expensive rider. Even so, my rider is about 1,005.
Oh, it's the
Same price,
same.
about same price. Yes, correct.
Oh,
About same price.
uh,
So right now I'm paying about $3,000, just for the base plan plus the rider. But uh, according to their schedule, and when I'm 70 years old, 15 years down the line, okay, the total amount that I need to pay is $7,000.
wow.
But
Okay.
and these have not factored in the 17% projected returns, projected
No return. Growth,
increases. Yes,
inflation.
crazy inflation. So it's crazy. I think people feel that it's too expensive, and actually statistics shows that people are downgrading as they grow older. They give up, they downgrade or they give up. Okay, this is not a good sign because I think people buy insurance for that protection. After paying so many years, they have to give up. Yeah, it's not meaningful. I think those who are buying right now, I mean the younger cohort, they also wonder whether is it sustainable in the future also.
I see. So can you explain for
Mm,
a average person who is hit with a medical bill, maybe
Mm,
a small, medium, large, three
mm,
scenario or so.
right.
What is if he's with a rider plan
Mm,
in a, let's say, I don't know, private hospital,
mm.
okay? But what is a comparison of the old and new, what we're talking about?
Okay, so maybe I use endoscopy. This is quite a common procedure. For those who are 40 plus and above, usually you go for endoscopy. So let's say the endoscopy costs about 3,500 in a private hospital, right? So if in the past, when you have a full rider, full IP rider, okay, what it means is this: 3,500, you don't have to pay deductible, it's waived off, all right? And then you just need to pay 5% of the 3,500. Okay. So for $3,000, 500 bill, you just have to pay 5% of this 3,500. The cost to you to pay is $175. That's all. Okay. It's very cheap, right? I mean, you just pay $175 and you get an endoscopy done. Okay. But now with the new rider, because the 3,500 is below or within the deductible of 3,500, you cannot claim anything. You have to pay for this deductible your own. So
Oh,
for the same 3,500, you now have to pay everything your own.
oh, I see. That's quite a lot. Okay.
Mm,
Uh,
yep.
and let's say a slightly a bigger size, a more bigger size hospitalization bill.
So let's say we take cataract, and let's say it's about $10,000 in a private hospital. $10,000 medical bill, deductible is waived. For the old plan, deductible is waived. You just pay 5% of this $10,000. The cost is to you is $500
Okay.
to pay for this $10,000 bill. But with the new rider, because you need to pay the first 3,500, all right, then the balance of 6,500, 10,000 minus 3,500, 6,500, you need to pay 5% of that, which is about 300 over dollars.
I see.
So all in all, you need to pay 3,005 plus $3,000 is $3,800. All right. In the past, you just pay $500. Now you need to pay $3,800
So
for the same treatment.
wow. And the bill will get even bigger if you talk about, let's say, a heart bypass or
Mm,
some mega operation like
yeah,
heart operation and that kind of thing, right?
yeah. So let's say use a very big bill, $100,000.
Okay.
Under the old plan, you just have to pay $3,000 because there's a cap of $3,000. $3,000 for $100,000 bill. With the new rider, the math work out to be about $8,000. You pay $8,000. But again, when you look at a big size like $100,000, the amount of insurance that the rider helps to pay, together with the base plan, is $92,000, 92%. Okay, you pay $8,000 out of then $100,000. I think that's fair, lah. Fairly quite fair. So you can see that from these two examples, the new rider basically means that if the bill is very small, below 205, you need to bear it. Okay. If it's very huge, like $100,000, insurance still plays part. You still reduce your overall expenses by a fair bit. Yeah.
I see. So thanks, Eddie, for all the interesting insight. Okay, we're gonna break right now. Okay, and tomorrow we're gonna come back again for more interesting insight on what to do in this new arrangement and who should buy, who should not buy. And I think these insights will serve us all good. Okay, so thanks,
Mm.
Eddie, for this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.